Well. Look who it is again. Gordon Bradley, I'm back. I got some, I believe to myself, is very important information that you all need to hear if you haven't voted yet. I know you're getting tired of this, but listen, folks, we cannot stop telling you what's going on. Now, I want to start out with just a real quick thing about the media. I want everybody, whoever listens to this video, to always remember the people that you can trust and you cannot trust. You already know you cannot trust the media. We already know who the wolves are in sheep's clothing. Most every media person is. We also know the wolves in sheep's clothing in Hollywood and all of the people that's exposed themselves during the Trump so far almost 4 year period. Remember those people. Do not stand with them and do not do anything you can. I mean, is that right? Don't do anything to support them. Now, these are a few things it's very important that you should hear. Biden says, listen to this, he's a Catholic now. Biden says Catholic faith guides policies, but gets hit on abortion. He does. Now, he's about religious freedom. Joe Biden is touting his Catholic faith as groups are hitting him on issues held near and dear to the faithful and opposed by the church. He's opposed by the Catholic Church, including religious freedom for nuns and abortions. He believes in, he's a moron, anyways. Biden launches ads touting his faith after cardinals say he's not a Catholic in good standing. Man, oh man, that's quite a mouthful right there. Now listen to this. Fraudster attempts to register dead Americans as Democrat voters in the state of Florida. I believe this. They try this every year, every time there's a voting issue. Someone appears to have attempted to register dozens and dozens of dead people as Democrats in Florida. And this would be, by Stephen Van Cor of Broward County. He's a supervisor of elections. He's a spokesman for them. He's the one who confirmed in an email statement. Now, see, the fraud is out there and probably worse than we know or probably even expected, because this is one of the most important elections of all time, people, and you know it. I was just looking at today's rally for Donald Trump that starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon in Pennsylvania. People were lining up at 3 o'clock this morning. The line now goes over a mile, I think, and they have buses busing people in because there's so many that they're being parked so far away that I don't know who's hired the buses, maybe Donald Trump, and they're dropping off busloads of people at the end of the line. I mean, as far as you can see, you can't see the end. You can't. And the road goes long and a curve, and the people standing in line goes out of sight. You can't see them. And you people, anyone believe that Joe Biden is winning? Come on. Now listen to this. Oh, also, President Trump, they just brought in a huge forklift full of things to give to people. That's pretty awesome. No, I don't think he's trying to buy their votes. He just loves America and Americans. Massive Florida, oh my God, folks, you got to hear this. Massive Florida mail pileup believed to include ballots. A post office in Florida's largest county is inundated with a mail backlog, which could reportedly contain ballots. The minority leader of the Florida House of Representatives, can't read his name, Keon Maggie, posted updated footage to this Twitter account on Friday that allegedly shows USPS inspection service officials arriving at a Florida post office location in Miami-Dade County to look into a massive mail pileup, which is said to include mail-in ballots. I've seen the pictures. They've got them stacked in this room, And you know what they're going to do? They'll release him on election day to infiltrate it into the election. You watch. Well, they can't now because they've been caught. Man, I'll tell you, I don't know whoever was in charge of that, but I wouldn't want to be the one. Joe Biden appears to call, listen to this. If you're a pro-Trumper, he calls you ugly. You going to put up with that? Or are you going to go to the ballot and say, bye-bye, Joe? Now, he said this at a Minnesota rally. I think it was yesterday. I think the Trump supporters are getting to the corrupted politician, he said. Listen to this. I think the Trump supporters are getting to the corrupted politician. Vice President Joe Biden addressed a drive-in rally. It was yesterday, Friday afternoon, in a parking lot in St. Paul, Minnesota, and was drowned out by the honking of Donald Trump supporters in their cars. That's when he got angry and upset and called us ugly. And he ugly. What a moron. Before Joe Biden ever was elected, I think that, no, well, it says here before Joe Biden even elected, leftist Democrats already planned Kamala Harris, listen to this, to lead post-Biden Democratic Party. Now, do you see that the Democrats planned from the beginning to get Joe Biden elected, then have Kamala Harris take over? Folks, this is going to happen. As true as you can see me on this screen, it is going to happen. A vote for Sleepy Joe is a vote for socialism and or communism, because she is so close to communism in her beliefs. This country will be. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and I, this is what she says, I think, are about to work, listen to this, to get rid of that tax cut. Senator Kamala Harris, Democrat of California, spoke to Hispanic Americans at a campaign stop in McAllen, Texas on Friday, telling them that she and former Vice President Joe Biden's first order of business is to get rid of President Trump's tax cut. Now you're going to be losing as much as $6,000, maybe $7,000 a year out of your pocket that you used to be able to take care of your family with. It's going to be gone. And that's just the beginning. Trump's been telling us what's going to happen if Sleepy Joe gets in. Kamala just confirmed it yesterday with her own mouth. What's the matter with this country? I'm not saying what's the matter with you guys, because I know you're listening to me and you're going to vote for Trump. But what's the matter with these freaking Democrats? I've already told you. It's the spirit of Antichrist. You may laugh at me and you may not, but it's the truth. The spirit of Antichrist is alive today and inside these Democrats. Absolutely, unequivocally, absolutely. Listen to their anger. Listen to how dumb they are. I'm not saying this to be a jerk to them, but how dumbed down they've been. That they believe every single little jot and tittle that the Democrats say. It don't matter. They are so bad now, the Democrats. Seriously. If the head of a Democratic Party come out and said this probably 2 or 3 times, if they just found out that the moon really is made of cheese, all they'd have to say it is 3 or 4 times. Democrats would fight to the death to make everyone else believe the same thing, that it is made of green cheese. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but I'm just trying to tell you how far off they've become now. And they're so far out of touch with reality and America. It's really making me nervous. I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe he has a plan. I do believe that God is going to put Donald Trump back in for a second term. But I also believe it's not going to stop the massive rioting and chaos that's going to happen the day after the election, November 4th. Be ready, people. You're going to have fires, riots everywhere when Donald Trump is told, when people is told Donald Trump has won the presidency. Now, Biden says there is nothing to Hunter Biden laptop story. Now, I want you to listen to this very carefully. He's lying to us again. He looked right at the camera and said this. My son's an honorable man. Are you freaking kidding me? He's a crack addict, heroin addict, everything else. He got kicked out of the service. And when you get kicked out, it's called a dishonorable discharge. He couldn't hold down a job. He knows nothing. But yet China was giving him millions. And Sleepy Joe took a kickback of that, and there's proof of it everywhere. Sleepy Joe may end up going to prison. Okay, that this is the answer. This is the answer expected from a crook, what he just said. Because he's been caught. America has evidence, overwhelming evidence, proving all of the laptop story to be 100% true. Forensic analyst shows the smoking gun. It really does. It shows the smoking gun. Hunter Biden email is unquestionably legit. NBC creates, listen to this. NBC creates decoy disinformation story to protect Hunter and Joe Biden. Less than a week before the election day, far left NBC News created a decoy story to make it seem as though the increasingly credible scandal involving Joe and Hunter Biden has been debunked as a fake document. Folks, do you see what's going on? You really do, right? I know you do. How many people, it really, seriously, it's surprising me, how many people are standing up for and covering for this man who is probably one of the biggest crooks who's got caught in American history. He got caught, I should say, political figure. Hillary was freaking nothing compared to this man. The other day, a man who's been studying law and did this, an attorney, all this is for, I can't remember. I think it was 30 years or more, 30, 35 years, said the crimes that he has seen that has proven beyond any shadow of a doubt that Joe Biden is guilty, but he's guilty of treason. Treason in America carries the death penalty. And yet Joe Biden is standing on stage to the few that show up, calling one of the greatest presidents in the world a fake, calls his followers that believe in him, because look what he's done in the last 4 years is just, I don't know how any president could have done what he's done, but he did. And Joe Biden calls his followers ugly. How can a man that should have bracelets on, sitting in a prison cell, say this and get away with it? Well, I don't know what to tell you, folks, but things better start happening soon. And I've heard through the grapevine that if Donald Trump gets reelected, the indictments, the indictments, the arrests, and there will be many convictions. One of them says that Obama will be arrested and stripped of the title of president, which means every single thing that man ever did from the time he walked into office till the time he left has to be wiped away, stopped, whatever things he's got going that's still going, stopped, anyone he's hired, fired, everything. That's one of the prophecies I hope that I'm alive to see. But of course, if the rapture comes, I want to be in that, which it's coming any day. All right, this is the old Maina. I wanted to get on there and tell you some of the things I found out. These stories I've read to you, I made double sure they were right before I said them. So it's up to you to believe what you want, but you've only got 3 more days if you haven't voted. If you haven't made up your mind either. Come on, folks. It's not that hard. You're looking at either going to hell or going to heaven. What does that mean, Gordon Bradley? It means, why would you choose somebody evil over somebody good? Why won't you choose somebody that follows more towards God than towards Satan? Even Donald Trump said his boss, he looked up and said, the greatest man isn't me or well known more, is Jesus Christ. For him to admit that, that should tell you right there, case closed. We vote for Donald Trump. No problem. All right. Also, folks, remember what the Democrats have put us through for the last 4 years. Hell, like you wouldn't believe. I don't know how Donald Trump's made it. Well, yes, I do. It's God, Jesus Christ. He's surrounding him with angels and love, protection, and that's how Donald Trump has made it. No other man would have. No other man could have. All right. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. If you would like to subscribe, please do that. I could use it. Thank you to the 29 that have. All you have to do is make sure you ring that little bell down there, right down there. If you ring that, that means you'll get, supposedly, you're supposed to get my updates every time I do this. But I just had somebody tell me, no, it's not working. I've also heard I'm being shadowed. I've also heard YouTube is watching me. So we'll see what's going to happen. But I will never stop telling the truth, ever, ever. I'm going to start looking around for these different places I can go to just in case YouTube starts censoring me. Then I'll go to the other ones that they don't. But I'll tell you first before I leave. If anyone wants to know. Okay, this is Gordon Bradley. Please subscribe. Give me some likes, something. Tell me you're here. Tell me something I need to hear. All right. God bless the veterans. God bless the firemen. And God bless the men in blue. If it wasn't for them, I don't know what would do. And God bless the first responders. God bless Donald Trump, the greatest American president of all time. And God bless America. Okay, if anything really major happens, I'll get on here a little bit later. I don't want to drive you guys nuts, but I have to tell you what I know and what I feel. All right, God bless the old Maynard. We will see you.